Okay, so it's a little bit late to upload this one. It's 24 hours. Kind of almost by design. Uh, so I had an appointment early this morning. When I say early this morning, it was early for me because I take forever to get anywhere. I mean, it was only I can actually tell you exactly uh, what the issue is with me moving around. So I went to get my bloods done this morning, uh, just down the road from where I live. Google actually says it's a 7 minute walk. It took me half an hour to walk there. So yeah, that's kind of the issues that I have with my knees. That for a guy that used to be active all the time, and not even joking. People who know me don't know how active I was. To go from like that sort of activity to the fucking non-activity I'm having at the minute is absolutely killing me mentally. Uh, so anyway, let's go. The I've got the forms. I've only just seen them this morning. I got the forms to put into the to be reassessed on the correct information this time with the DWP. Uh, so I've got that to fill in over the weekend. I've drew up the letter of complaint for the NHS. I just need to get an envelope to post that off, and I've also been informed that if I would probably be best doing recorded delivery, and I can't remember how much that was last time I did a recorded delivery, which was so long ago. You know, it was ages. Don't use snail mail anymore. Probably the last time I did a recorded delivery was probably the last time I mailed a letter. So yeah, that's going to get done early in the week. Um, I would have gone out because I need to buy envelopes. I would have gone out and got envelopes today, but I also need to go to Iceland and pick up some stuff. So I did that instead. That was more important than getting the envelopes. I would normally go out and get the envelopes tomorrow, but because of being out today, you know the script. I'm going to be floored tomorrow. I'm going to be floored on Sunday as well. Which even Sunday, I'm pretty sure most of the places where I can get envelopes might be closed because I'm thinking about going to the post office to buy envelopes because I can't think of anywhere else. So Monday I'll be going out to get envelopes for that letter to be posted. Monday, and at some point during that week, I will be seeking legal advice as well. I've actually wrote in the letter. I've told them in the letter that I'll be seeking legal advice. So I'll be doing that in the week. Can't be telling porkies about that now, can I? Depending on what goes on with the DWP and the reassessment, will depend on whether I'll take legal action against them as well. Because I mean, the girls in the office, they they can't exactly say, "Oh yeah, we agree with you," but they are actually they know that I'm being mistreated by the DWP. I've just been talking to the guy who's just like fucking draining me with my life juices. um, I've just been talking to him, and he said like, um, I said to him, I said they say that I can fucking do light duties, but who in the right mind is going to hire a fucking middle-aged man with zero experience? Because I've got no experience of anything other than like dry cleaning, which I can't do, and security, which I can't do. So anything else, I've got no experience. So you talk, and demolition back in my day when I was a young when I was a young sprite lad in my teens. I did some demolition work. Um, but yeah, uh, I've had no experience, so middle-aged man, mid-50s, no experience. I'm waiting on 2 knee operations. Who in the right mind's going to hire that guy? It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. And the girls, as I say, the girls in the office who have the strings pulled by the DWP. By the way, it's not their fault. And I've said this before. And I continue to I will back them up. That, it's not their fault. Their strings are being pulled. They have basically said that to me. They have basically said that to me. They apologetically going, it's not us. We're having our strings pulled by the DWP. So yeah. Like you say, it's going to be it's going to depend on this again. I've been complaining about it and saying, look, you've done me on. Oh, it was actually the girls who told me that I was assessed on the wrong information. I finally got around to being able to apply again for a new assessment. That's basically it. That's all I've got. I haven't got anything else. It's been a week of fucking writing letters and dealing with let's say the administratorial, is that a word? I don't know. Just the admin side of the health issues. That's all it's been a week of. Am I going? Do I feel like I'm going anywhere? I'm getting anywhere? Yes and no. Being here before. Going around in circles. I feel like it was put nicely or put in a good way that the NHS sounds like the NHS are just kicking the can down the road. That's what it seems to be. Well, I've been stabbed again this morning. They take my life juices out of me. More tests. Oh, I've got to fill up. That's the thing I've got to do on Monday. I need to do something else to do on Monday. I've got to go down. Take samples down to the doctors. I could have done that at any point, but since I'm doing a week of blood pressure, which is it's high, but it's not dangerously high. I honestly believe I've gone past the dangerously high bit with my blood pressure. It's still technically high. It's the average is going to come out as just above the level. I mean, let me just give me a second. Right, so here's me notes here. So, what she wants me to get 135 over 85. That's what we're aiming for. I'll just run down. I'll take random ones here. So, the first day was 124 over 94. That was on that's one because I take 2 in the morning, 2 in the evening. That was a morning one. The evening one was 122 over 87, which kind of not bad. But then if I look for ones here, there's halfway through the week 139 over 93. 141 over 98. More 139 over 91. Now there's more here, which is there's actually a nice one there, 122 over 85. That was an AM one, the second reading of AM, which isn't bad. It's normally higher on the AM, but that's not bad. There's another one here. No, that's PM. This one, that's another nice one, 122 over 77. But then you got there's here, 134, which is good, over 97, which is not good. A little terrible one just outside there, 137 over 103. So it's up and down. It's roundabout, but I think it's going to average out slightly higher than what it needs to be. But we're getting there. It's not as bad as what it was. I would say it's not as bad as what it was 5 years ago. I'll say that before. Before all this started, it was fucking dangerously high. I'd had doctors shouting at me before, and I actually at one point I stopped taking my meds because it was like they're not fucking doing anything. So I stopped taking my meds, and the doctor literally shouted at me. He said, Mark, he said, one day you will fucking go down on the floor and you will not get back up again. And I was like, okay, I'll carry on taking my meds. So I do take them religiously. But yeah, it's low. It's come down. I was dangerously high. I'm now just high. I'm close to being normalised. But there we go. There's that. Been doing that all week, so that's getting taken in on the Monday. I'll do everything that I need to do again. Like as I say, when I go out, I'll try to get as much done as possible. Because I know that I'm flawed for the next couple of days when I do any sort of moving about. Like I was out, it was 2 hours I was out there this morning, and it was a. That's just getting up off the couch before to come over here. I was stressing. I was sound like an old man. That's the other thing I've just got to say before, like, because I ain't got much to complain about. Well, I've got everything to complain about, but I'm not going to. But I was sat in the waiting room this morning in the clinic, just down the road from me. I'm sat there and I'm looking at it, and the thought dropped. I mean, I'd just like walked down the road, listening to fucking everything from the Beatles to bloody Stevie Ray Vaughan, and I'd hobble into the waiting room and go over to the reception and get my name in and all that, and she says take a seat, and I sit down and have a look around that waiting room, and the thought struck me. It was like, oh my god, when the fuck does I become an old man? I've said it before. I had a conversation the other week with Michael upstairs, and he said to me, I called him a cunt. He said, creeps up on you. I was like, what creeps up on you? He said, old age. He said, fuck off, you cunts. Up here, it's all about up here. I still feel the same that I did when I was 18. More grounded than I was at 18, but I still feel like I can do the shit that I can do when I was 18. Even the majority of my body, the vast majority of my body feels great. There's no like old age aches or pains. If it wasn't for the knees, I think I'd be in good shape. Not great shape, but I feel like I'd be in good shape. So I don't think of myself as being old. But when I sat there in the waiting room there this morning, I looked around at the people, and I thought to myself, I'm not out of place here, am I? I'm not out of place. I've sat with the old people. I'm not out of place. So yeah. When did I become old? I don't know. Hopefully I can get past all this, get through all this, and live my last formative years in relative comfort. I don't know. Anyway, that's me. I'm out. Look after yourself. Love you. Bye.